freedom of my life will be put in the hands of strangers.
And that's why it's important you weigh in. You've invested in tens of startups. How'd you know which ones were worth it?
I didn't know. Depended on the market, the founder. I studied lots of variables before deciding.
Sure, but ultimately you trusted your gut. Do that now. If your instincts tell you yes or no about someone, even if you can't explain it, tell me.
Welcome back. Today we're talking to the stars of some of the hot shows this fall. And we're back with Emayatzy Corinealdi from the sexy new legal drama Reasonable Doubt that everybody is talking about. Emayatzy plays Jax Stewart, a relentless and ruthless defense lawyer who is dealing with all kinds of courtroom chaos, including the new client she's taken on, Braden Miller, played by Sean Patrick Thomas. Now, Braden's a billionaire accused of murdering a former lover and employee. But the question is he guilty? I have my views on this. And if that's not enough, stay with me now. There's another gorgeous man in Jax's life, Damon Cook, played by Michael Ealy. He's a former flame and client who's wrongfully convicted after serving 16 years in prison. Damon decides to take a plea for early probation, which complicates things even more. Whew. Are we there now? Joining us from Los Angeles, please welcome to the Tam Fam, Sean Patrick Thomas and Michael Ealy.
Yes.
Hello, guys. Congratulations on the success and all of the positive response. Sean, I got to start with you because you became a global heartthrob. Was it 2001, way back in the day? Save the Last Dance. And here you are, stealing hearts again in this role. The 20th anniversary last year of Save the Last Dance, and Kerry Washington actually played in the film with you, brother and sister. Right. You're reunited at this point. What is it like to be back working with her on this project?
It's just phenomenal to be working with Kerry again. We were joking on set, you know, we was just little babies back then, and now we're grown. And just to see how far Kerry has come in terms of being this multi-hyphenate force in the industry, and for us to get on set together again and see if we can make magic one more time is a great opportunity, and very excited about it.
Well, you guys have made magic. And Michael, I've got to start here. What is going on? Is he guilty or not? Is Damon guilty or not? I need to get to the chase here. I know you're not guilty of anything but being a sweetheart, but I need to know about Damon.
I mean, I think that's where, you know, that's a question that people will be asking at the end of the series. I think people will be asking for a long time.
Because we're asking, you know, they said he was wrongfully accused, but I feel like there's a thread there. I feel like, I know everyone's focused on Braden, but I feel like there's a thread of something I don't know about him, because he is edgy, and he was talking terse in that exchange for somebody asking for commissary money. He was really acting out.
Yeah, he you know, he definitely has his dark side, and you know, I think those demons are justifiable in the context of that particular moment in that episode. And so, you know, I think one of the things that really makes the show stand out is wondering, you know, what it is these characters, what's the real true story behind each and every one of them, even with Jack.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the thing. I'm wondering what everyone's motivation is. Sean, with Braden, obviously I know the storyline is centered around whether he did. I actually think he's innocent. Uh-oh. Wait, what?
I'm not going to tell you nothing, Tam. You gotta watch.
Sean, Kerry Washington runs a tight ship. Nobody's saying anything around there.
That's right.
When you read this character, I know you often pull from inspiration, but he's this black man. He's a billionaire. And he stands accused. What was your inspiration for this character? How did you find his voice in this?
How did I find his voice? Well, honestly, it's just the writing, honestly. It was all there on the page. Ramla Muhammad wrote a phenomenal pilot, an incredible series. And this character in particular, Braden, he's just so dynamic and unpredictable and unconventional. And especially to see a black man like that on screen.
Right.
That's all I needed to see. You know, that's all the inspiration I needed, because Ramla put it all right there on the page, and all I had to do is show up and talk.
And shout out to Ramla. We just saw her at the Black Film Festival in Martha's Vineyard, where the response to the series was incredible. I know that the script is phenomenal. I know the characters are rich, but do y'all notice how much people talk about the sexiness and sex and all of this? Do you notice it online?
I do notice it. People are loving the sex appeal and the edge that's there, which is great.
And what is it like on set? Because you're professional trained actors.
Yes.
But come on.
I mean, come
Look
on.
at these guys, and they're looking at you. Come on.
On set, it's like they get on my nerves. I want to punch Michael all the time. Sean is just, just gentleman, just so much fun throughout the whole
So
time
Michael
on
is a
set.
troublemaker.
Oh, yeah, Michael. Listen,
Michael.
Listen.
How
every
long have I
picture-
known you, and this is the secret you've been holding? You are the troublemaker on set? What are you doing to people?
In order, we work long hours, and I try to keep it light. I am definitely, especially in Emayatzy's life, I was the troublemaker, 100%. I played pranks on her all
You're
the
playing
time.
pranks? Okay, well, we're going to go to break. Coming up, I want to know the pranks that Michael Ealy is playing on our girl on set. We're getting to the bottom of the shenanigans behind the scenes of Reasonable Doubt, the hottest new show to watch when we come back. Welcome back. We're talking to the cast of the hot show on Hulu. Everybody's talking about Reasonable Doubt. As we left off, like any good drama, we were learning that Michael Ealy is the prankster on set. Mr. Ealy, what would you like to confess to? Because I have a deft attorney near me, or at least a woman who plays a deft attorney.
Yeah. Well, Emayatzy had some, let's just call it bougie tendencies. And,
Don't you start.
there was a statement that she made one time to the guy playing my brother, Eugene Bird, about how she doesn't drink certain water.
Oh.
And so we decided to fill her chair with budget waters and put a caution tape all around it. Oh. And by the time she came to set, because there were times when she would get there a little bit later than us.
You need to stop.
She would, by the time she came to set, we had this whole I'd say a crime scene kind of situation where all these waters just mysteriously showed up in her chair.
So they covered your chair in waters.
Set my chair on stilts of the water bottles. 4 legs on top of the water bottles, and then water bottles also in my chair. Just to be smart, just because I like to have hydrating water. He's trying to mock me for that reason.
Yeah.
So is it like being on the set with the brothers you never wanted?
Yes, brothers I never wanted. That's the key. That's the key.
Sean, I got to talk about the other character, if you will, is the music. People talk so much about how the music is woven into the storyline, the titles of the episodes, the Jay-Z song, Jill Scott. Obviously very deliberate. What flow does that bring to the show?
I just think it brings that authenticity to the world that Ramla's trying to create, because Ramla said that when she wrote the show, she was inspired by all the hip hop that she grew up with. I mean, Ramla's a hardcore hip hop head, Yeah. And so it's the energy and kind of like the propulsion of that type of music and hip hop culture in general is part of what I think was inspiring Ramla made. Yeah,
it gives the show a vibe.
Very
it gives the show a vibe. Yeah. You just immerse in it. So before you go, I got to ask you, where does Jax go? I mean, Damon, and then I feel like there's really a lot of electricity with Braden. I'm so confused by her.
Listen, that's the fun part of the journey of the show, because you don't really know where she's going to land. She doesn't know where she's going to land at the end of all of this. She's a bit in chaos right now. So, we got to all tune in to see.
We're on for the chaos ride for this character. But, you know what, Sean, before I get, congratulations on Till. Whoopi Goldberg was just here.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, yes. The story of Emmett Till. You played Gene Mobley, the father figure to Emmett, working with Whoopi Goldberg, this EGOT winner, and all of the praise that's going along with it. How was that on set? How was it to bring this story to life?
It was just a very, very spiritual, solemn process for us. We all took it very seriously. We knew what this meant to the family. We know what this means to the movement. And so it was just an incredible experience that I'll never forget. And I'm very, very, very proud to be a part of it.
It is a beautiful film. And Michael, you've been a part of so many great projects, whether it's film or TV. People always say, he is one of the true great character actors. You've been doing this a long time. Do you feel that way now? Do you look back and say, I got a legacy kind of, I was the guy who started out, and now you have this list of film and TV.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a feeling of being kind of the OG at this point. Young actors come up to you, tell you how they grew up on your movies.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like, wow, okay, like at the time I was just working, you know what I mean? Like I mean, look, Sean and I are celebrating 20 years after Barbershop on this.
Yeah.
So, like, Sean, when he talks about us being babies, like it's real. Like we were babies when we did this, and we didn't realize that so many young cats were watching us at this time. And now these cats are jumping into the business. And when we end up on set with them, it's like, they're just like, man, look, I grew up watching you, man. And it's it's so hard to process. But, it's a blessing because we're still here.
Well, you know why it's hard to process? Because you're still here and you look like you're 25. So when somebody 25 comes and says, I grew up, you're like, wait a minute, we're the same age. Who did you grow up with?
Yeah. But I wanted to say, Emayatzy, she's phenomenal in this show. I've been saying it for months. I told you at Essence, Tamron, she is a force of nature. I told you, Emayatzy, that this was going to be a career-defining role for you. And you have, I mean, week after week, you just shine in this project. Just so proud of you.
Oh,
I agree.
Well, you all are amazing, and to your point, Emayatzy, you are brilliant, and I'm not kidding. When I see you on that billboard in Times Square, I burst with pride because I know the work you're putting into this project. So congratulations on making the hot list. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Michael. And be sure to watch Reasonable Doubt streaming. It is available on Hulu, and you can catch new episodes weekly, and you can see Sean Patrick Thomas Until playing now in theaters.